got 3 boards here, Gary?
Yes.
Oh. Welcome back to Del Mar, California. We are live once again here at the Boardroom Surfboard Expo, and I got to give a special thanks to Soulspot.com, SurferMag.com, as well as SurfersVillage.com, giving the opportunity to all the viewers to feel like they're here and learn about some of the world's best shapers and some of the best products on offer out there. We've got another special guest. Before I go to him, I got to say hello to my friend Dave Stanfield. For those people that have just joined us, hello, Dave.
Hello there, Todd. Yeah, what a great day. We've had legends, heroes, some new faces, some faces that everybody's got a great story, don't they? And if you really find out what's going on, this is a really grassroots. If you love to surf, you've got to make it to one of these shows. Scott Bass and team put on a phenomenal event here. And I bet you the person right to your left, local boy, says, yeah, this is the coolest show there is. It's unlike a trade show where it's all about clothing and models. This is core, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. And I'll go on a little bit about what you're talking about there, Dave. You know, there's legends walking all around, all over, up and down the aisles. We're fortunate enough, you and I, to interview them here on set. But they're approachable. You know, they're walking around, and at a lot of those other shows, no disrespect to them, there's a lot of business that's done. But they might sign autographs for a half hour to an hour, and then bang, they're gone. You won't see them again. Here, they're accessible, so if you haven't made it down this year, definitely check out the Boardroom next year.
And again, it's just not for the old guys, because we had a kid fly in from the Canary Islands. He's now 16 years of age. We talked to Mark Richards. He got a planer for his birthday at the age of 13, started shaping his boards at 15. There's a lot of young kids here, the kids in the teens and even preteens. Jeff Booth brought his young man here. We've just seen a full family, and yeah, some of the kids go, wow, that guy looks like my granddad, and then they goes, oh, this guy shapes John's boards, that type of thing. It's a cross-section that makes surfing so great.
Or they see a guy and go, oh, you know, your dad might say, oh, that's such and such. Yeah, great, Dad, that guy's old. Yeah, well, he rode 30-foot Waimea. Oh, wow, really, Dad? No way. And then you find out more about him. You talk about the youth. We got a guy right here now on camera, Gary Straley here from Fresh Pineapples. You brought some boards with you. Welcome to the set, Gary. Tell us a little bit about your Fresh Pineapples and what you do.
Well, I've been working with Bill Shrosby of Fresh Pineapple Surfboard, who started the label in the early 70s, and it's originated here in Cardiff, California. We have our factory still in the same place on the hill, where quite a few other surfboard manufacturers make their boards. And basically, throughout the past 10 years, I've been working with Bill on some new designs, specifically shortboards, and just learning the trade of shaping surfboards. And I've really grown to found a deep respect for the trade, and I just absolutely love surfing, and it's just something that's natural for me.
It really is handed down from generation to generation of guys helping out one another. The story seems to be the same, you know, from MR being helped out by Dick Brewer and vice versa. So your inspiration, besides surfing, into the shaping room has come from Bill?
Quite a bit of inspiration has come from Bill. He invited me in and just showed me what shaping was all about, and I just got addicted, and I kept coming back to hang out with him more and more and more, and now here we are making boards together. So.
What's so fresh about Fresh Pineapples? If you go back to the, obviously you're doing some real creative stuff right there that is so on top of it. If you go back to the history, it goes back to Butch Van Aertstelen.
That's true. Right now we're working on several different designs and models. One of them happens to be the Butch Van Aertstelen surfboard. And Bill Shrosby is very good friends with the Van Aertstelen family, and they've given us the opportunity to make a board in his name and commemorate his life, and that's what we're doing. If you visit freshpineapples.com, you'll get all the info on that.
And what type of a model is that as far as the board goes?
It's just a traditional longboard style that Butch would ride, something that's versatile, that could drop into waves in La Jolla and ride the nose and just do some cool stuff.
You know, when I look at this board right here, I think of you, and I think of a guy named, you might not know him, but Rush Randall. He loved to put straps on his board from Maui, underground charger, but he was the first one I've seen complete flips, and this is easily 15 years ago on a surfboard. You know about Rush?
I've heard about Rush. I've never had the opportunity to meet him, but we're very eager to meet Rush, and would love to get some of these straps on his board, because these straps are basically a new product that we're bringing forward on a lot of our designs, And with the progression of surfing and the implementation of wave pools and things into the sport, we're taking a vision that is that of kind of snowboarding, you know, and where we see surfing going is to the air, and it's already in the air now, but we want to see it go even higher, and that's what this strap is geared for. It's taking aerial surfing to the next level and doing the maneuvers that you couldn't do without them, and that only a snowboarder could do, provided that they have straps.
Really good, because when Russ was doing them, he was using straps off of his windsurf board. You know, he's part of the strap boys of the North Shore of Maui, but this looks like you could easily paddle on it, easily handle it. You could put your foot in or out, and you could obviously get inverted.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. It's a lot different, but it is user friendly, and it's actually somewhat safe too. It's not as dangerous as a lot of people would think that it is, and it's just most of all fun. You know, it's something different, something new to try. I've been surfing for 20 years, and I just love new feels and having a different feel every time I go out. I don't like doing the same thing over and over.
Let's see if we can pull that shot back up of the tail. We'll talk a little bit about these straps. So Surf Air 360, is that separate from Fresh Pineapples?
Yeah, we're here at the show with Surf Products International. And Surf Products International has Surf Air 360 straps, as well as another product, Rollerboards, that's for stand-up paddle.
So sorry, looking at that tail, tell us if I go out and purchase one of these Surf Air 360s, what am I going to get in the package as far as the strap goes? Does it actually come with the traction, or is it just the strap, and how do I apply it?
It's just the strap and the strap pads, what you see laminated to the board there on the tail. And basically, you sand your board down, and you just sand the little plastic pad, and you epoxy it to the board with the epoxy we provide in the package.
And retail cost?
Right now, we're selling them for $50 online, surfair360.com, and we're still working on our product. You know, it's a product in development, but we have several units for sale for those who are ready to try it, and we're just going to continue to develop and improve on it. And at one point or another, we'll make a full push towards selling them. Actually.
Nice. You brought a couple other boards too, right?
Yes.
Tell us about those.
Well, some of these are some new designs that I'm working on with some new materials and also technology.
Grab that one right now if you don't mind. Bring it on over. Let's look at it real quick.
This board here is a pretty cool one. This is Boogie Board foam, INT iFoam, and it actually has a single PVC plastic stringer in the center, and this foam is really soft. It's got a lot of flex, so with that being said, we have to add materials to stiffen it back up. And the advantage of using the foam is that it's a closed cell and it's waterproof. So if you ding it, it's not going to absorb water, and the board ends up having a much longer life than your traditional polyester surfboard. And what we've done here is we've implemented this vector net, and it's a skins material, which is a 1 ounce cloth and a net, this carbon fiber.
What's the retail on this?
This board we're selling for...
Is this in production, or is this still proto?
This is pretty much proto, but for a board like this, we're shooting for $700.
Okay, and I want to know more. I want to find out more about Fresh Pineapples. Where do I go?
FreshPineapples.com.
FreshPineapples.com. You guys, you heard it right here from Gary Straley. Best of luck to you, my friend. Sounds like you guys got some pretty cool stuff, especially those straps. I look to see where those go as far as the innovation of surfing, taking our sport to the next level. Coming up, we got more action here live from Del Mar, California.